Hello, folks, and welcome to the Hello World podcasting with Magdalena. How is everybody doing? Listen, I just wanted to welcome you and thanks for tuning in to Hello World podcasting. And for those who are new, I just wanted to welcome you wherever you are listening here, and welcome. And just wanted to let you know that my podcasting is about personal growth, development, figuring who the heck we are. And in the process using astrology as a GPS for the personal direction, and also at the same time to see the broader picture, what is really happening in the collective. So today is Thursday morning, so again, it will be pre-recorded, but we just had this lovely full moon in Taurus last night. So did you enjoy it? And Lady Moon, she was in company with Uranus, also in Taurus, opposing Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Scorpio. Moon is in Taurus. Mercury in Scorpio, Lady Venus in Scorpio, which is retrograde, and Jupiter. Wow, what a company, folks. It was very interesting for me to experience this energy. To me, the energy was incredible, loving and soft. So do not ask me, why I'm saying this, because, on the other side, I'm always talking how the energy is intense. I have to say this. Yes, the energy is intense, but when you work with yourself and you're transforming your energies, working with your shadow and stuff, you start to accumulate hate to use the word wisdom, which means you have tools how to handle the energies, and all of a sudden what we see that is very complicated, all of a sudden you know how to master. Remember, that's the whole key here, what we are talking about, mastering our energy, our understanding what's really going on. And, I am kind of honing for quite a bit how intense these energies are, because we are dealing right now with the Taurus, Uranus in Taurus, which is actually our personal desire and, our physical world. On the other side, we have a Pluto in Capricorn, which is actually a much higher octave. It's more, higher dimensions or higher aspects of ourselves. And this is actually what I am looking for to continue to talk today. As I said, the loving aspect of the Venus in our physical world. And why is so important to me? And I was actually inspired by a material. Let me just pull out here what I was reading, and I will let you know. Oh, no, I closed. Darn. No, I didn't. I closed the wrong link. Okay. I was very much inspired by this article from an intergalactic trauma specialist who wrote The Fragmentation of the Soul Through Non-Ideal Practice. And I have to say, I was very much impressed. As I'm watching this whole awakening movement in the God knows how long right now, I am very much impressed what he is talking about, because I felt, and many other people been feeling this, how this awakening movement and everything else, it's actually, this is right now my opinion, our spiritual growth is almost hijacked. And when I am saying that, that means we are getting this short-term or false blissfulness. Okay? A lot of time, I mean, I can see this right now. I'm talking for right now for quite a bit about the stress and what's really going on in the body because, being a massage therapist in wellness, I am seeing this unbelievable pressure what people are going through, and it's very difficult for them actually to deal with that. We've been impacted from so many sides, you name it. I mean, we are right now, impacted by the midterm election, 5G, the environmental catastrophic aspects. I mean, you name it. Look, like I said, these are just some of the aspects. And it's very, very difficult because what it really happens, people are getting traumatized. And for us to cope in the daily life, what we are doing, we are going in ignoring the situation. Is what's really happening. So when we ignore something or we don't want to deal with something, what is really happening is that actually our part of our energy, and also at the same time right now, we have to say the part of our soul is getting fragmented. Okay. I'm seeing this, people are doing so much yoga, meditation, and blah, 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 and fast and diet. I mean, look at on the market, how many type of diet do we have? And everybody's claiming it's the best and the most. Folks, let's just kind of recap that. It is incredible important to do this kind of stuff. But to understand the deeper meaning, it's crucial here. Cleansing the body from the toxins, it's important. Calming the mind with a meditation is incredibly important. Doing a yoga or any kind of exercise, it's very important. But all these things have a much deeper meaning. So my question is, how much are we doing the deeper meaning, or how much are we just doing the superficial and shortcut? And that's what we are really talking about. Because what really happens when we are doing the shortcuts, we are not dealing with a true healing, period. And remember, I said to you in the beginning how, I feel this loving and nice feeling from this Venus retrograde right now. Even though, it could be very complicated, trust me, going through the healing, I was talking about this in the last podcasting. It's incredibly painful. Okay. But what I'm also right now recognizing, let me add that. But when you go through that, you feel different. Meaning, no matter what's really going around me, it's incredible painful. Yet, I can still stay in balance. Remember how many times I was talking about, I am so tired of hearing, stay positive, just positive thoughts. Don't be surrounded by negative people, blah, blah, blah. Jesus, think about the whole world is actually impacted today. So where can we stay? Do we have any kind of space right now where can be staying, totally isolated from the world? That's what is really happening. I really liked about this article when he's talking about it, about the highly spiritual people. The question becomes, are these people actually totally freezing their emotions? Because yes, you can actually freeze yourself to the point, or suppress yourself to the point that those emotions are so shut down, so numbed, that they don't have any saying. So what is really happening then? That's what we are talking about. That's what we are calling the fragmentation, folks. That's what we are talking about. And excuse me, after this article, I was actually questioning, wait a minute, all this thing what's really going on in the world, what if this is the result, what we are trying to leave behind? With all this, positive thinking and dieting, cleansing the body, blah, blah, blah. Remember, we are also talking about energies, that you cannot destroy energies. So what if all this thing, what's happening, what we are trying to leave behind, it becomes just a mirror and shows, it starts to get reflected back to us from the environment, from other people. We've been kind of bamboozled with this, move to the higher energies, move to this, move to that. So we are going from the third to the fourth, fifth dimension and all this jazz. Yes, but there is a whole different ballgame going on how to get there. You really have to understand on the deeper level of the healing. And I realized even the word healing is actually confusing sometimes, because that means we are somewhere sick or we are broken. Okay? And sometimes I even don't like to use that word, because just another way of judging something. What if we just use a different word and say, we are not in alignment? Let's just use different words so we can, because, as I was reading another article, people are talking about, people are so desperate to achieve XYZ about themselves. Yet in reality, the energy is already there. Okay? What is really missing here is that we have to understand how we are thinking, how we are talking, and we just have to kind of align and master those aspects. This is actually the alchemy, what we are talking about, the spiritual alchemy. And when we recognize, that aspect, yes, it's very difficult even to go through the healing or alignment or adjustment, because the nervous system is overwhelmed, folks. The nervous system is the biggest issue that we are dealing here. That is traumatized. And in order for us to really transmute these energies, we have to face those aspects of ourselves and go through them. Now we are talking about, you can use a lot of different aspects. You can use meditation, you can use yoga, you can use cleansing, and etc., etc. But what you really wanted to do, you wanted to go through that with those aspects of yourself. So the point, what I was trying to say when I was talking that I feel great about Venus retrograde here and the full moon in Taurus, it is not the key to move out the body, but to bring back other aspect and aspect of our soul that is so fragmented and it is almost killed. That's where we are feeling this desperation. And, allow or create space or welcome into this physical body. Because actually, the soul wants to connect with the body, not get out the body. That's the hijacking aspect. What we been so wrongly guided, folks. Remember how many times I said actually on the podcasting, get in touch with yourself. get in